Hi all, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well and preparing well for your FRM exam. Topic that we will have a look at today is from FRM Level 1 and it is from Paper 1, that is Foundation of Risk Management, and topic is rating transition matrices. So we will talk about how rating of your credit name changes over a period of time. Now you can get the probability of default for the required time period. And yes, please do subscribe to our channel. It takes a lot of efforts to come up with videos like this, and you will get an insight how we try to stimulate your thought process when you have to apply two concepts at a time. So in this also, we will see one question that is from rating transition matrix. But before we go ahead, please note its most important question. Most likely that you will get one question on this category. It may be a little more complex than what we have, but yeah, more or less the fundamental idea will remain same. So we are given one transition matrix, and we are told that initially the company is in state A. What is the probability that company will have the default date strictly before fourth transition period from now? So, like you can say that first transition, second transition, third, and fourth. So, strictly before fourth means at a third transition, your company gets defaulted. So, strictly before fourth transition, your company gets defaulted. That's the probability we are interested in. Currently, it's in state A, and you are given one transition matrix. So, what I would just summarize the information. So, given number one, company is in state A and given transition matrix. And you are asked to find probability that the given company will default at strictly less than 4 means at third node. Default at node 3. So this is we are interested in. Now let's so over here you need two things to solve this. To solve, you should be familiar with two concepts. Number one, the basics of probability, and number two, reading transition matrix. So we will spend some time on this. How do we read transition, and then probability aspect I'll touch upon. So first of all, when I look at this matrix, what essentially it tells me, like if company is A, in next period it will be A, probability of that is 95%. Likewise, if company is currently in rating B, just for understanding, of course, for given numerical, we are given it is in state A. For sake of understanding, imagine it is in state B. So what is the chance that it would be state B in next period is 80%. Likewise, a default, if it is in current default state, it will be next default. So it is 100%. And now see, diagonal elements are very easy to understand. Now very important, the default one. The non-diagonal items, these terms of the matrix are very important. So when I talk about this first row, what essentially tells me the probability that A will be downgraded to B is 5%. Okay, and B will default, sorry, and like B, so just for sake of understanding, ignore this. Now A will default is a 0% probability. So essentially when you are on the row items, you have to move from right to left to read the probability that A will downgraded to B is 5%. A will default is 0%. Likewise, if I talk about B, B will remain B has a 80% probability, but if B will be upgraded to A, has a 10% probability. So this is A to B. You can say it is a kind of a downgrade. I would say downgrade. And B would upgrade to A has a 10% probability, and B will default has a 10% probability. Like A defaulting had a 0% probability. Likewise, you can just read B will remain B 80%. B will upgrade to A has a probability of 10%. B will default has a probability of 10%. And last one, I mean, you can say that one that is expected to default has a 0% probability get upgrade to B and get upgrade to zero. Get upgrade to A is also 0% chance. So this is how you read the transition matrix. Now coming back to our question, what we are given is at t equal to 0, company is in state A. Now what you are asked to calculate if what is the chance that it will default at strictly before fourth transition. That means at third transition, let's for sake of understanding say at third year it defaults. That's something we are interested in. We'll list down the probabilities, and so the chances that currently at 0 the company is in rating A or state A, there could be a chance that at t equal to 1 it will remain A. And so the currently what we are interested in is something one which are starting with A. So we have kept this same A. And at third, we are interested in default. So this will be fixed default. These two will in between we can interchange. So what are the different ways I can reach from A to default from 0 to third time period? So high chances that A will remain A, and A gets downgraded to B, and finally B defaults. So this is one chance or one way company A can default from time period 0 to third time period. Another chance is that at a first period only, company gets downgraded to B, and second period it remains in B, and third periods it defaults. So third period state is default. We are interested in that strictly before fourth transition, your company defaults. That means at third transition period, my outcome is default. So I have freeze this, and I'm trying to come up with different ways to arrive from A to D. So first one is A, B, D, and second one is A in first year that gets downgraded to B. It remains B for second year, and in third year it gets default. Now last one could be like A gets uh, downgraded to B, and B suddenly defaulted in second year itself because we are told strictly third period. This is also one of the possibility that you have to consider. In the second year only company gets defaulted. So A to B and defaulted, and it will remain in default for third year. So that's something you can consider. So these are three different ways in which company A can default in third period. Now one may ask or one can argue, why not? So why not A to D? Of course, it is a possibility. I mean, you can consider, but even if you notice that A getting downgraded to default has a 0% probability. Even if you list down, this node would be 0%. So it will not impact your calculation. So in a logical way, of course, A can default, and it is also one of the scenarios that we are interested in. But from calculation point of view, it has a probability of 0%. So that's why we are ignoring it. So I'm just listing down all three possibilities uh, in which company A can default from current state of A to D. So it is A getting downgraded to B and then it's defaulting. Another way is A in a first transition period downgraded to B. In second year, it remains B, and in third year, it defaults. And third one is it's downgraded to B and it's defaulted. For sake of understanding, you can write third also defaulted. It will not harm your calculations in any way. So if I calculate this, the probability of A moving to A is it was 95%. So A to A was 95%. Now, what I'm interested in from to at year two, the company is getting downgraded from A to B. So let's look at A to B. What is the chance that company will downgrade from A to B is 5%. So 95 into 0.05. And further B defaulting. Now be very careful. This is a step of confusion. See, now you have to see company initially at year one was A, it downgraded to B. Now, what is the chance that B will default? So B is here. It will default is a probability of 10%. This is very important. Do not read transition matrix incorrectly. There is a chance of error. So this is a 10% chance that B will default. So for this period, your starting node should be B. Assume that currently you are in B. What is the chance that you will default? Now, secondly, your initial was A, it getting downgraded to B. So initial was A, it getting downgraded to B has a chance of 5%. So initial probability is year one is probability of 5%. Now B remains B. Very important. B remains B has a probability of 80%. So 5% times 80%. And finally B defaulting. So B the same. So this one would be again 10%. And in a similar way, A to B has a chance of 5%. And B defaulting has a chance of 10%. But given it has already defaulted, next chance would be 1. It is not 0.1. Be very careful. It's just 1 because at second year only your company is in a default state. So you can just write 10%. There would be no further for sake of simplicity of calculation. You can just mention 1. Let's calculate how much is this. Give me a moment. So 0.95 into 0.05 into 0.1. So this probability is coming to be 0.0475. Now next mode, 0.05 times 0.8 times 0.1. So it is approximately 0.004. Finally, your 0.05 into zero point 0.1. It is 0.005. Let's add these up. 0.005 plus 0.004 plus 0.00475. So it is, if I add these up all, it is coming as 0.01375, which is equal to 1.375%. That's your final answer. So from this, answer is C. And the point of cautions, be careful in reading transition matrix. So when you are coming from A to B and B defaulting, be very careful, refer to the row B, not the first row. So that's where sometimes error can happen. So be very careful at this point. And second time, listing the all possible outcomes that you need. So somewhere if you mess up with this, then your answer can be wrong. So these are the 2 points that you need to be careful. And of course, calculation is slightly easy. How you model the question is very important. And I think if your concepts are clear, these are the low hanging fruits that you can easily get. Otherwise, sometimes your question can be easy, but your calculations can be messy, and that may take a lot of your time in exam. So these are the ones that you can focus on more, because it's easy to do these kind of calculations and come up with the answer. Hope you like the video. If yes, please do subscribe, comment, and like, and share with your peers who are preparing for these kind of exams wherein it's highly quant oriented. It will be very helpful for them as well. And yes, stay connected with the channel. Thank you for staying at the end of the video.